The girls' lacrosse team throws a lacrosse ball into the back of the net to win the state championship. The weight of the ball is 0.14 kilograms. The initial velocity of the ball is 7 meters per second, and the force used to throw the ball is 8 newtons. How far did they throw the ball to make it into the net? First, you write down your given, so your mass will be 0.14 kilograms, your applied force will be 8 newtons, and your starting velocity will be 7 meters per second, and you're finding x. Next, you draw your picture and label the starting velocity, x, and the appropriate forces. Then you'll draw the free body diagram with the forces according to the picture you just drew. Next, you start setting up your equations with Fx equals max and Fy equals may. You'll then fill in the equations with the appropriate forces according to the free body diagram, so Fa will equal max and Fn minus Fw will equal 0 because there's no motion in the y direction. The applied force is the only force in the x direction, so Fa equals mass times acceleration in the x direction. You will then fill in the numbers you have for the applied force, which is 8 newtons, and the mass, which is 0.14 kilograms. You divide 8 newtons by 0.14 kilograms to get an acceleration of 1.12 meters per second squared in the x direction. There are two forces in the y direction, so the formula is Fn minus Fw equals 0, because there's no acceleration in the y direction. First, you set Fn equal to Fw and switch Fw to mg, mass times gravity. You then plug in the numbers for mass, 0.14 kilograms, and gravity, 9.8 meters per second squared, to get Fn equals 1.37 newtons. To find x, you have to use a Kinmax equation. Since you have the starting velocity and the acceleration in the x direction, you'll use the equation vfx squared equals vox squared plus 2ax. You will then plug in the numbers you have, so the starting velocity will equal 7 meters per second and the acceleration will equal 1.12 meters per second squared. Then you'll make the ending velocity 0 because the motion stops when the ball hits the net. You'll then divide 49 meters squared per second squared by 2.24 meters per second squared to get a final answer of x equals 21.875 meters.